There we go. Oh, what the heck? He's big, I think. He just like came clear out of the water and now he's just running at me. Made a big flop. This is strange. What is going on? There's the weight. A good amount of weight. Well, river rats, shrimpies been on the disabled list for a variety of reasons, but I got a package in the mail and I'm hoping that's gonna solve it. We have some other problems I gotta work through too, but we'll see how it goes. Well, you might remember how the other day my bilge pump didn't work because of a crappy wiring job, but this time I think it's actually fried. I do have a backup. I'm gonna put it in before I leave, and I think that's pretty important considering the number one issue with this boat is the splashing, and it just fills the back end of this boat with water. Yeah, it's not great, but that's kind of what leads us also to what's in this package. I'll open it up. Not saying it's gonna fix everything, but it sure would be nice. Not even a little hopeful, but I'm gonna try. Because it's one of the options that was recommended. All right, so we got the splash guard. That thingy. There we go. We'll get that installed on the front end of it. And hopefully that takes care of the sinking potential with this. And I got a whale tail. Hopefully that takes care of the porpoising, or at least helps. So the downfall of the whale tail and the splash guard, other than being more crap and more money that you got to invest into a boat, it slows it down. But fortunately, I have a big 60-40 jet on the back of this little boat, and I'm hoping the extra horsepower will compensate for the poor design concepts I've applied to this, at least until I can get it to the jet doctor, that is Dennis. Skip. You all right, bud? You want to go fishing? We'll see. Skip's hasn't been fishing very much lately, and the downfall is he just likes to get out and run, but it's the time of year where we have lots of water, everything's grown up, and there's ticks, so he's going to be a muddy, cocklebird, light covered, tick covered mess if I take him. So I got the old bilge taken off, now I got to put the new one on. I hope there's a insert that fits that hose. I think this one will work right here. All right, let's get this attached. Get on there, please. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna end up zip tying it in right there. All right, drill a hole in it, run the zip tie through. Skip was having a friendly conversation with one of the neighbor dogs. Should probably move this away because I'm gonna need to pick up all the metal shards. Otherwise they'll clog my brand new bilge. Well, the boat is a mess, but the bilge pump works. So we're not gonna sink, shouldn't sink. I'm gonna get that splash guard and whale tail on here and I should help even more. Now the main culprit of my spraying issue is this polyurethane foot. And the cool thing is if I hit a rock, it shouldn't crack. You know, it's got a little give. It's hardened rubber, I think. It's not metal. It does slow you down. Again, bigger motor, more ponies to help compensate for that. Also, they have a tendency to spray worse. So I think that's what's going on. We're gonna find out. I'll put this spray guard on, and if that don't cure it, then I'm gonna put the stock foot back on. I still got that in the garage, and then I can work through the porpoising. And I mean, weight distribution's a big part of that. I put my 230-pound dad up front, and that pretty much fixed all of it. But he's not always gonna be there. I'm gonna do a lot of fishing by myself out of this boat, because it's that was the thought, like when I fish by myself, which is a lot of the time, you know, it's a lot easier on gas. The boat burns less gas, I burn less gas towing it, and it's just easier to manage, and it's really fun to drive around. So I'd like to get that dialed in. We're gonna try. So I'm gonna get this put on here. Unfortunately, I don't have a metric ratcheting wrench set, so we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. I suppose I should make sure everything lines up. Okay, that looks about right. Yep, the whale tail's good. And I should check the instructions. I'm pretty sure these flaps, it makes sense in my mind that these flaps would be facing down. So we're gonna let her rip if she fits. She gonna fit? Oh yeah. Yeah, she will fit. Snug. That's probably how you want it. You know, it just hit me. I hope this whale tail will fit between the pods. I'm just looking at that gap, and it's not exactly significant. I'm gonna set it on here before we go too crazy. When I say it's not exactly significant, I mean the width is not exactly significant. I don't know, guys. She fits. She doesn't even go all the way in there. Now, if I add wedges, like I'm thinking about doing, I'm gonna have to figure out something. Because that negative trim, if I'll increase the negative trim, that'll tuck it further in, but then this might hit my transducer, and that's a problem. Hopefully, we just don't get to that point. But we'll keep crossing bridges as we get to them. I hope this helps somebody. I really do. Like, I like tinkering on boats, but I like boats that perform the way they're supposed to, and then I get to tinker with accessorizing it. I think that's the funnest, but all I think about when I'm doing stuff like this is I could be fishing. Okay. What part's good? Having big old fat fingers is not very conducive for this. Thought I could just use tape and get it on, but it's not. So far, it does not appear to be the case. I just got to get it started. And I got to somehow do this 6 more times. What a pain. This is probably the other reason people don't do this unless they have to. We got to put on, and that's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I also figured out my problem. I'm not very smart. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey concept escaped me for a moment, and just tells me I need another sip of coffee. But yeah, that's on. I'm gonna get this put on, and we're gonna go test it out and maybe even catch some fish. See you on the water. Well, we are up in the creek, I've been playing around with it. It runs a whole lot better. By better, I mean it doesn't, like, there's no more water coming in. And it doesn't porpoise as bad. Downfall, it's slow. It wasn't that fast to begin with, but I'm getting like 22 going upriver, 23 instead of 26, 27. And those numbers might be off a little bit. I was distracted by worried about sinking my boat instead of looking at the graph on max speed, but I'd rather go a little slower than, you know, think about dying. I think we're gonna do a little fishing up here. I think I'm gonna start a little mushroom hunting though. I'll show you how she looks. We're gonna head up there. That whale tail seems to give it a little lift too when I lay it down, because before it would go down and it'd sink hard, like the gunnels would be only 3-4 inches above the water, and I didn't love that. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased. Can keep tinkering with it, I'm sure, and get it really dialed up for speed, performance, all that stuff, but I'm honestly kind of tired of messing with it. I just want to fish and mushroom hunt. So we're gonna go look for some mushrooms. All right. Let's get her secured really good. There's a, not sure what's been walking up the bank there, but there's been something. I know what it's about to walk up the bank right there. It'd be sweet to just stumble on them right off the bat. I ain't counting on it, but you never know. My favorite redneck treasure hunt. Also a great way to get poison ivy. Oh, would you looky there. That right there is the beginning of a fine meal. Hopefully I can find enough to make a meal. Now I found one. You're often not alone. Unless this has been picked through, which is possible. I'd say even probable. I just stumbled across one that somebody missed. We could use a shot of rain. That would make them pop much better. Hopefully I can find a few anyway. Oh, there's one. Got to sneak up on him so he doesn't hide. He's pretty dry. Yeah, I could definitely use a little rain. We'll soak him in some water and rehydrate him in it. It'll still taste good. About stepped on that one. It's funny because I totally scanned the area before I walked over here and still didn't see him. Being colorblind don't help nothing either. This one tried to hide under a stick. He did a pretty decent job. But we got him. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 now. My favorite is when you keep track of them by pounds and not number. Hopefully we get to that point. Oh, there's two. That guy. An old Captain Hook over here. Oh, there's one. I think that's another one, I think. Yep, sure is. Well, we got a little wad of them over here. The corn cob over there got me, but that mushroom did not. Well, I guess he kind of got me. I didn't see him right away. And there's a little guy next to him too. Oh, there's one over there. Any more over there? Just watch where I step on the way, I guess. All right, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. You look away for a second and I swear they can duck behind things. Went on a little bit of a dry spell. Probably walked by 100 of them. Just didn't see them. Don't have the best set of mushroom eyes in the world. I like it when they're, you know, out in this stuff or lack of stuff. And even when they're in the open, they can hide pretty good. Well, I got enough mushrooms for my pizza. So we're back on the water and I'm gonna try to catch a catfish. There's a nice little current seam down here. It'd be weird if there wasn't a fish hanging out on it. But weird's kind of my thing. The bait I have with me is pretty old. It'd be nice to get some fresh stuff, but hopefully they're tuned up enough. It doesn't matter until I do get some fresh stuff. All right, got a couple waterlogged shad. We'll see how those turn out. Still got some blood in them. Not guarantee they'll be good, but they are what I have. So they are what I'm gonna use. Oh, that's a quick nib. I like that. It smells good enough they'll willing to sample it. We'll give it 5-10 minutes, and if nothing, we'll keep prospecting. There might be fish here, but I know an area where there's definitely fish. Hopefully we can get some good bait on the way. Well, we're on a different part of the river, and I did get some fresh bait. Probably not going to catch anything on that big head chunk, but you know, we're going to try. I'll mix some smaller baits in with it, don't get me wrong, but worst thing that's going to happen is nothing eats it, and that's fine. All right, we'll see if anybody's home here. Doesn't look like the flatheadiest spot in the world. It doesn't look like the least flatheady spot in the world. Maybe we get lucky and find a dumb one that cruised over here and decided to set up camp for the day. That was my drag. Ooh, we better crank her down more than that. I cut it in the smaller chunks for the smaller rods. Actually, they're not smaller rods, they're just smaller hook slider line. It'd be funny is I have that big bait out. What's gonna happen? Oops. They're swaying a lot. Can I put the pole down? I think so. What I was getting ready to say before I got interrupted by the wind was what's gonna happen is it's probably, if we do hook a big fish, it'll be on the smaller baits. Hopefully that helps. Did that just get bit? I moved different. The rod doesn't have a ton of backbone, so if it does get bit, I'm gonna have to let him just fold it in half and then set the hook as hard as I absolutely can. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's windy and boat's moving. But if there's drag ripping off the reel, that's usually a pretty good sign you have a bite. Whoop. Do it. Oh, we got 2 nibbles. Double would be cool, but I just appreciate if one would lay it over. Don't even care which one. Water's some strong water. It was really nice this morning. Now it's a little blustery. Well, it ain't happening here. Oh, that was a bite. That's a bite. That's a fish. Something cracked. Ooh, a little zip to him. Just reeling that rod in to move. Glad I waited 30 extra seconds. That was pretty comfy. I see him. He's a nice one. He's fighting funny. Came up to the top and just wallowed around. Oh yeah, nice fish. A lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. That's always a pleasant surprise. I didn't realize how clear the water is. It's like dingy, but it's got like a foot or 2 of visibility. Next spot, I might have to cast for some white bass. Okay, can we swing here? I think so. In the boat. No skunk. Oh, quit. It's not very kind. That checks out because they're not kind fish. I ordered a new set of pliers. I could try to bring these back to life, but they rusted a lot easier than I'd prefer. So I got a supposedly more rust-free option. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, I get a bite. No skunk. I dig it. That was a nice one. He didn't pull it down like a nice one, but he fought like a nice one. I like that. I appreciate that. Still gonna move. See ya. Be sweet to find a spot to throw this giant bait. I can throw it at any spot, but a spot where I feel excited about, you know. I don't know. We'll see. I think I accidentally flipped the clicker on. That is exactly what happened. Whoops. Ooh. Just a klutz right now. I don't know what my deal is. I guess that's not too far off the norm, so it is what it is. And we'll see what comes of this. Hopefully something. It might have been a bite. I wasn't looking. Oh, that is a bite. Finish the deed. Or not, you know, whatever. That's a good fish. A really good fish. Sweet. Stay out of that. He's in some junk. Uh-oh. He's just, I don't know. He is still quite stuck in it. Played with fire. Appears that I'm going to get burned. Put there and see if he works his way out. There's other fish biting, so it's like I don't want to go in there and mess them all up. You probably can't see it, but there's a mink running on the bank over there. It's kind of neat. I like seeing critters. Oh, there we go. Got him. All right. Right there is why I wanted to wait a minute before I went in there to try to get him. Ain't bad. I think I got him out of the junk. Yeah, we should be in the clear. He ain't bad. Not as beefy as the last one, but not bad at all. Quit. There we go. Okay, he's pulling still on that one, so he hasn't came off. Something, he popped off of something. Be a good pan fry right there, but I had mushrooms and fried catfish yesterday. Yeah, he's in it. I can move him at times, and then I just wedge him up into whatever he's in. Give him a little more freedom. I need some more bait. Yeah, maybe. There he is. Oh, he's quite a bit better than I thought he. Oh, did he come off? Yep. Nope, he did not. He was just rolling and pulling hard, and he's just sprinting here now. Come on. Over here. Oh yeah, nice fish. He must have been all wrapped up in it when I reeled down on him. Would be my guess. Productive little spot. Should have 3 fish. I'll count him. So we got 2. He's a little nicer even. He's got a little forked whisker there. I need the pliers. Tetanus shot is up to date, if anybody was wondering. There we go. Another dang nice one. Can't complain when I'm catching them. That's kind of the pride of the Midwest, in my opinion. There's a lot of fishing opportunities, but a lot of them are pretty hit or miss. But not the old channel rat. He's there for you. think I have some jerky in here. There it is. Blended in with all my bags of soft plastics back there. Is there mold on it? Not those pieces. This jerky's so greasy, I bet mold can't even grow on it. Definitely a little catfish slime on that bite. Perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Well, possibly a little penicillin in there. All right, things slowed down a little bit. Let's see if we can finagle that dude out of there. I don't have a ton of hope, but we're gonna try. I have more hope of getting that fish out of there than I did of this getting eaten. There's still some blood in it. We might give her one more go. I'll let it hang on there, and if something pops up, we'll give her a try. Can we make it happen? I don't know. It'd be cool if it was a little flathead. I doubt it, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool if we just get it out. I think I feel something happening down there. I'm gonna try to get on the back side of it. See if we can pull him out the way he went in. It's kind of my thought process behind this. Having a bow mount remote controlled trolling motor on this makes this so much easier. Oh, he moved. Oh, shoot, I say that. And it took off in the wrong direction. Come on. He's pulling. At least I thought he was. Oh, there he is. Oh! Not a flathead, not a channel cat. The old drum bud. A big one, too. And brought him in with the stick that he was stuck on. That was a pleasant surprise on several levels. Yeah, I was just talking to a buddy of mine today about how these things are underappreciated. I mean, he laid that rod over and took me into a snag. I thought he felt like he was fighting a little different than a channel cat, but you never know for sure. They surprise you sometimes, but the old Gasper Goo. Off he goes. The spot don't excite me much from a flathead perspective, but what the heck, you never know. I guarantee you there are some catfish here. Ah, I keep doing it. Hit the bait clicker. Should probably quit that. All right, I like where that one's at. See if I can get this one outside and past it is the goal. I'm not left-handed though. Further outside than I wanted, but see what happens. Oh, that's what happened. Oh. Pull it down. Oh, I dropped it twice? No? Dropped it that time. Or took my bait, one of the two. I took my bait. Let it sit for a couple minutes just to see. You got it this time? I'm not convinced. Nope, we got one over here too. It's Mr. Nibble Faces. There we go. He's got it. Yep. That little bounce at the end kind of tells me he's got it. Come on, bud. He took his sweet time. He's sprinting like the boat, like he wants to hop in. Be happy to accommodate you, buddy. I think he tangled my other line, though. Oh no, don't tangle. Yep, he's in it. Quit spinning. Just wrapping himself up tighter in there. Okay, hook is out. Nice one. See it. Still getting bit over there. That actually wasn't bad at all, surprisingly. Ooh, maybe. Good fish. That's a better one. Yep. Heck yeah. You just pulled it down nice and slow. Oh yeah. Good one. Stay on there, buddy. You coming over here? All right, come here. I do. Oop. Oh, we got another one going. Oh, stay on the boat. Oh no, he's in the anchor pin. Oh. Well, he's gone. Well, we got him, so it's okay. That laugh was much more diabolical than I intended it to be. He ain't bad either. I will say though, the trade I made between fish, I got the short end of the deal. Or the small end of the deal, I guess. But I'll take him. Wonder if he busted me off or just came off. He busted me off. Yeah, he wrapped around my anchor pole. Because wasn't paying attention to where he was going and didn't try to steer him away. So I was looking at the other rod getting bit. Just full excuses. Also got a boat full of hooks, so I'll put a new hook on and get it back out. Ooh, he might actually have it. Yep, he does. Perfect timing. Just got the other one rigged and baited. He's got a little more mustard to him. Or at least angrier. Comes out about the same thing, right? Come on, bud. Man, they're just stuffed over there. Like, you can look at a spot, and, I mean, some spots look fishy, some don't. The sonar's cool because it just confirms what you already know. I would have fished this no matter what. But now I know there's like 100 of them over there. No exaggeration. That's a little better one. Oop, definitely an angrier one. Just flicked water under my sunglasses, which is pretty impressive. Heck yeah, it's a dang nice one. Definitely upgrade from the 1 to 3 pounders we've been catching. He's got a messed up tail. I wonder if that happened during the fight. Yeah, probably 4 or 5, probably 5 something. Just guessing, who knows? It was fun. See ya. Oh, hey. All right. Come on, bud. Ooh, he didn't mess around. I appreciate it when they don't nibble. A little bouncy, but I think it's good fish. Come on. He's running at me. Try to keep him out of that other line. Try to keep him out of the anchor pin. Oh yeah. Thank you for playing, buddy. There's like 100 over there. We've caught what, 3? Wonder how many of the 100 I could catch. It won't matter how many it is. I don't know if I'd trust the number because I've already lost track. There we go. Oh, what the heck? He's big, I think. He just like came clear out of the water and now he's just running at me. Made a big flop. This is strange. What is going on? There's the weight. A good amount of weight. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. He was in like 7 foot of water and came completely out of the water. Weird. I kind of like it. That was cool. One of the better fish of the day. Yeah, up there. Good one. Oop, he came off. Okay. The wiggles have not stopped in the boat either. Good. And just one after another. This is awesome. This is the time of year where I run into this, but you don't run into it every day, you know. We've been here for like 12 minutes. There's another one. Finish the deal. Are you really big? There he is. He just pulled it down slow. A little different. Might look the same, but it bit a little different. It's fighting a little different. Just ain't doing much. What do we got? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Come on, bud. It's like corkscrewing. What is that? Turtle? Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was really hopeful it was a flathead, just the way it bit and everything. But it is a reptile. All right. See if we can get him disconnected without leaving with any lip rings. There we go. No worse for the wear. Well, relatively speaking. I think we might have another reptile playing with the bait. Hunger's catching up with me. My mind doesn't work too good under the best of circumstances, but when I'm hungry, it gets even worse. Oh. Okay. I think we have another turtle. Oh. There's a bigger turtle. It's strong. How big is this thing? It's gonna be like a manhole size cover one. And he's giving me the business. Oh my. That one is freaky. Might be the biggest one I ever caught. All right, glad I got long-handled pliers. I'm glad he's hooked in the mouth too, because should make it a little harder for him to bite me. Should. There we go. Oh. There's enough reptiles in my life for the day too. All right, I'm gonna get going. Take care of my mushrooms and everything else, but I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a fun day out here. You never know what you run into. Ran in some morels, ran in some catfish, ran into a turkey, ran into some turtles. I'm gonna hopefully run to dinner. But thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Hope you catch a giant.